We are gathered here to fill you with fear and give you a treat for your ears as we invade your mind with our scary rhymes and some tales that can be gory. As you bear witness and sit here and listen to our poetic horror stories. I am your host and narrator, Gloom-Pan. I hope you are here to have some fun. I have here with me 3 stories told poetically for you to enjoy and consume. So please feel free to turn up your volume. We are here every Friday to play with spooks and shades to parade their display. So boys and girls, get ready for a journey into our world. Grab some popcorn and some snacks. Get comfortable and relax. And do not forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. It is free. It won't cost you anything. And please hit the bell. With that said, now on with tonight's tales.
Do you sometimes feel sad and depressed? Sometimes you can't find the energy to get out of bed. You don't feel your best. Then luckily, we have the pill for you to lift you up and make you feel good and put you in a happy mood. It's called the Happy Pill to put some pep in your step. I'm telling you, this pill really works and it really can help. It will make you feel like a new person, stimulate you in ways you can't imagine. The Happy Pill will change your life and give you energy to pursue your passions. The Happy Pill is non-habit forming and it's very safe to take. This you have our 100% guarantee, but we haven't yet been approved by the FDA. For us to get approved by the FDA, we need to work out some of the side effects. Nothing that you really have to worry about, but we have to inform you, this is what happened to some of our test subjects. You may experience dizziness, nausea, headaches, stomach cramps, and diarrhea. These symptoms can run from light to very, very severe. Also, there is a very small percentage of people that report this really, really rare side effect. They reported feelings of murderous intent. That the word kill flooded their minds. It was the only thing they could think of. They had heightened thoughts that they needed to drink blood. Yeah. They get the urge to destroy anyone or anything in their way. And these feelings seemed to last for a few days. We even had a test subject that had to lock themselves in a room away from his family. But unfortunately, it still ended in a tragedy. But once these feelings subside and they are back in their right minds, then the Happy Pill will really kick in and they feel more aware, alive, and just fine. So if you are still interested in testing out our Happy Pill, we have to make all this information clear. Yes, we are paying $5,000 per test subject. Okay then, sign this liability waiver right here.
I got in trouble today because I pretended to be a monster. I stomped, I growled really loud and chased after my baby brother. My mother got mad. She made me go to my room and she locked my door with a key. She told me to sit there and think about what I did. She'll be back in a few hours when it's time to eat. So, I sat in the middle of my bed as my face turned red. And I said to myself, this wasn't fair. She's upset with me because my little brother can't handle being scared. I I was just playing around, having fun. But I really know why she's mad. Because my little brother is her favorite son. I could feel the tears fill up in my eyes. But I fought them back. Because monsters don't cry. So I start to imagine if I could turn into a monster. What kind of monster would I be? I know! I would be really big, furry, strong, and 10 feet. I would have red, glowing eyes and big, ragged, sharp claws and pointy teeth. I would run really fast and be able to climb trees. I would eat my little brother and my mother because she punished me. And when I was done, there would be nothing but bones. I would walk out and leave. Then I would go after all the bad people in the world and eat them up. Yum, yum, yum. But it would be okay because I would be helping the police. I would especially go after all the bad kids that bullied and teased me. I would eat their face off, rip out their tongues, and squish their eyeballs till they pop. I know that sounds freaky. Then I would go on a rampage. I would stomp and smash everything in my way. I would flatten cars, buses, trains, buildings, and people just like a pancake. I would be unstoppable. I would take over the world. And I would be really happy while doing this because this is what they deserve. This is the type of monster I would be. Suddenly, I hear the lock on my bedroom door click from my mother's key. She opens the door, stands in the doorway, and just looks at me as she puts away the key. She said, "Your time is up. I hope you learned your lesson. Now wash up for dinner. It's time to eat." I nod my head yes and not say a word as I start to smile with glee. Because later tonight, while everyone is in a deep sleep, I have decided that I will let the monster out. I will set him free.
I'm a real estate agent, and I have sold hundreds of homes. And recently, a client has a house that is very dilapidated, an old fixer-upper at the end of a dirt road. Their house looks like an old haunted house out of a scary movie, with the paint on the outside chipped, cracked, worn, and it really needs repairs. And I was assigned to make the house look like new, to renovate it and give it some tender loving care. This will be a piece of cake for me, no problem. And I needed to do this ASAP. And if any issues arose, I would need to efficiently and discreetly solve them. So I jumped to work on the home swiftly and quickly to bring it back to life, but I knew this would be tricky. But me and my crew worked hard, and within a few months it looked like a new home. A place that anyone would want to own. So I let the clients know the house was ready and it no longer looked scary. Me and my crew left the house alone to take a well-needed break. We were gone just for a few days. When we came back, we were shocked and surprised. We couldn't believe what we saw with our own eyes. The house was back to its creepy, run-down, paint-peeling self. Like these last few months we worked, we did nothing. I felt like I was in another realm. We couldn't explain what happened and how the house changed back. This was bizarre, and I knew that was a fact. We had the client coming in that same day to see the house so we could get it ready for display. But I knew he was going to think, what the hell have we been doing for these past months? No work was done, that we were frauds and scammers. We must be pulling a stunt. Just like I predicted when my boss saw the house with the client, my boss was really mad. He yelled, "What the hell have you been doing? Were you sitting on your ass? You said the house was ready, in perfect shape. This house is in all kinds of violations in this state." But the client just started to laugh. He laughs so hard, he almost collapses. He told my boss, "It's okay. It's okay. I knew this would happen. This isn't the first time. This happens more times than you can imagine. This damn house has a mind of its own. This was my mother's old home. My mother didn't like change, but she loved this house and she wanted it to stay the same. My mother practices witchcraft. Yes, she was a witch. And everyone in our town knew this and thought she was a bitch. I have had many real estate companies try to renovate this house for years. And every time, the house changes itself back to its old look, back to the way it originally appeared. I guess I'm stuck with this house for the rest of my life. It's just the way it will be to the day I die." The client went back into the house, and he didn't come back out. So my boss and I just stood there in disbelief. He knew this was going to happen? Give me a break. Good grief! As we packed up all our stuff to leave, we heard a gunshot ring out. It was our client, we believed. So we called 911 and had an ambulance come. When the police and paramedics made it to the home, they stormed the area and kicked open the door. And there on the floor, in a pool of blood, was our client with a bullet hole in his head. The police pronounced him dead. But he left a message, a note that said, "I'm sorry to involve you in my messy life. And my mother just didn't want to let go and move on from this world by design. I told you, she was a witch, and also a bitch. And she has a secret that I just can't live with. I've had enough. This is it. You see, my mother did a spell with her dying breath to make a switch. My mother's soul lives on here. She is still alive and hungry, I'm sure of no doubt. You have to understand, my mother is this house. And if I was you, I would run the fuck out. Because she made me bring a lot of real estate agents here to feed her ravenous appetite. They all poof, disappeared. And I did this for many years. She only fed on your fear. Now, I'm tired, and I can't do this anymore. I just want to get away. I need to go. Please forgive me." Was the end of his note. As everyone turns around as the front door closes. So, you're still here, and you made it to the end. I'm glad that you have no fear, and we did not get under your skin. I hope you enjoyed all our stories, and they will not keep you up tonight. And there is nothing lurking for you in the dark, and that you can close your eyes and sleep tight. Thank you for listening to all our creepy rhymes. We hope to see you again. Until next time.